I gotta check Facebook. I don't know. Come on. Where are you? It's not on here. Oh, wait a minute. See? How is everybody? I'm Cathy. Representing. Sassy Silver Sisters. Okay, guys, this is gonna. It doesn't go. It doesn't start. Okay. So let me start it. Since I found out we can do that, but I'm gonna have to complain. This is why I left the Facebook live stream. So I'll start it. If I got to do it manually, heck. All right, Facebook. I don't understand. Why I won't do it. Okay. One day at a time. It won't automatically start, so I will be complaining. And I think personally, I think Facebook wants you to do what they want you to do, not. Yeah, I'm going to complain. We're going to see what happens. Okay, let's see. Where is the event and the live? No, not the live. The event. There we go. And then we'll go live from the event, which that's what it was supposed to do with the software I'm using, the live stream. Okay, so it's got the camera on there. I can see myself. Okay, let's see. What's today? September 8th. I'm just going to put the date into the, so I can hurry up. I'm not happy now. Okay. We got it. Yay. And okay, here we go. We're going to go live on Facebook now, which we were supposed to do in the first place. Go live now. See, it didn't get, hey. Okay, I had to go live on the Facebook platform, and it did not, where are we going? Comments. It did not work again with Talk Studio, so I will be complaining to everybody and see what happens. Okay, everybody, let's start. Finally. Hi. Happy Monday. So far, it's been an experience. How are you, ladies? Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Suzette. Our sassy squad has arrived. Sorry, it's not on Facebook. So I had to manually do it, and I'm not happy. Okay, so today is September 8th. For some reason, I keep thinking it's the 9th because my grandson's birthday is tomorrow. It's September 8th. It's a Monday. Mondays are usually chaotic for me because I'm starting to think about the week. I got a lot to talk about today, though, so let's get the regular routine. I haven't spilled my coffee yet. I have spilled cinnamon, but I haven't spilled my coffee yet, and I'm kind of like, ah. Okay. How was y'all's weekend? Hope it was a good one. Okay, we got our peace cards on Mondays, right? Where am I going to put that? Okay. This is what mom does. I'm becoming my mother. It's supposed to do something too. When you clap your hands, it's supposed to something in, what do you call that? Where they stick the needles in you. It's something about, it's supposed to do something. Let's say that. Let's say that, Alyssa. So, because I posted it, I'm going, I just can't, I put this shirt on and I was not going to take it off. So I don't think you can see it. I don't know if I don't care if you can see it or not, but what happened was I got some applesauce, right? And I put some cinnamon in it. And when I went to stir it up, it went phew, all over my shirt, all over my shirt. So I won't do that again. But I was mad because I was not going to change this shirt. I don't know. Mom goes this every time she gets up from her chair, she goes like this. And I don't know why she does it, but I've read that, let's see, clapping hands. Uh-oh, I didn't turn my sounds off. I read that it does something. Hand clapping is the sound made by striking the hands together. Okay, fine. But what does it do? Create a sound. That's not what I want. I want the physical benefits. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Clapping it improves the circulation, increases energy, better blood regulation, and arm strength. But I think mom does it because she goes, okay, now what can I get into? To herself. Like, let me get something done. Evidently, it's acupressure. That's the word I was looking for. Points on the palms improve hand-eye coordination and motor skills, especially for children and stroke victims, and may help with conditions like arthritis and back pain by promoting the blood flow. Okay, let's all do a hand clap. I knew it meant something, and I couldn't think of the word, the acupressure. Yeah, me too, Suzette. I was just so mad. I was so mad. I don't care if because I know you read stuff about cinnamon around your door or I don't know. You read stuff about cinnamon, and I didn't know what it accomplished. But if it's to ward off evil spirits or give me money, I'll take either one or both. I don't care. Because it was all over the front of my shirt. It was like, Monday. That's awful. Okay. So, I'll go back and forth. Y'all stay on YouTube, I guess. Because it's just not showing up on Facebook. It's showing up now on Facebook, but it's not coming through this Talk Studio. And I want it to come through Talk Studio so I don't have to worry. But you know how it goes. Let me turn my sounds down. If I can. Okay. Down. Okay, there we go. I had run out to the car already today, dragging stuff in. So I got my energy. Oh, thank you. You know what? This shirt, I'm going to be sad when it wears out because it's the proper size, but look how much it stretches. I love this shirt. Don't ask me where I got it. Probably thrift store. I kind of like this shirt. Plus, I like the color. Maybe not the pattern so much, but I don't like flowers, but I like the color. And I said, well, we'll try this shirt and see. Knowing me, I got it at thrift store because I always check thrift stores before I go into retail. Okay, where was I? Okay, we're getting sidetracked here. All right. Alexa. Thanks, Suzette. Alexa, what is the weather for Culpeper, Virginia?
In Culpeper, it's 69 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast calls for more of the same, with a high of 76 degrees and a low of 45 degrees. By the way, I've got a brand new voice with Alexa Plus. Want to hear it? Just say, Alexa, can I...
I don't want Alexa Plus, though. I don't want to change a bunch of stuff. Okay. Alexa, tell me a joke about cool weather.
I've come up with a new tagline for meteorologists. Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, it's cooling off, and I loved it. I was fine. I went outside. It was nice. Come in. That's when I realized my apartment's warm. I'm going, yeah, it wasn't warm before I left. And now I realize it was so nice outside. Nice. I'm loving it. And you know what that means? That means it's going to get cold, and then I'll be complaining. That's what I do. I complain. There's Miss Alice. Miss Alice is over on Facebook. If you want to double check and say hi to her. Okay. So now we've got the holiday insights for September 8th. Date nut bread. Now that could be, they said, or it's December, they don't know, or December 22nd. So maybe both, I don't know. International Literacy Day, National Ampersand Day, Pardon Day, Star Trek Day. Historical events. Michelangelo's statue of David is unveiled. That's in 1504. I wonder what people thought back in the day of the statue of David, because everybody makes jokes about it now. Margaret Gorman of Washington, D.C. was crowned the first Miss America in Atlantic City, New Jersey, 1921. Star Trek premiered on television. The original series had 80 episodes. See Star Trek Day, 1966. President Gerald R. Ford gives unconditional pardon to Richard Nixon for any crimes related to Watergate. See Pardon Day, 1974. Joe Pedott of San Francisco, California, manufactures the first Chia Pet. See Chia Pet Day. It's in 1977. And the Oprah Winfrey Show premieres on television 1986. And I was hooked on that show. Birthdays. Richard I, King of England. Richard the Lionhearted, 1157. 1157. Antonin Dvorak, composer, I don't know how to pronounce it, 1841. These are birthdays, so if anybody's got a birthday today, happy birthday. Sid Caesar, 1922. He was an actor, comedian. Peter Sellers, award-winning British comedian and actor, 1925. Patsy Cline, country singer, 1932. Bernie Sanders, politician, 1941. Heather Thomas, actress, 1957. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, he was the actor Randy Taylor on TV series Home Improvement, 1981. I love that show too, because it was a family show. So there you go. 78 in Whitney, Texas, Alice says. Thank you, Miss Alice. Okay, Miss Darlene. I don't know if she'll pop in or not. She's, the update on her is, she is you know how when you have an operation and the wound is not coming together properly? That's her situation right now. So, and she's hurting, of course. So that's her situation. She did contact me, and I appreciate that because it makes you wonder. So, Miss Darlene, if you see this later, if you see it now, fine. If you see it later, let us know how you're doing today. Yes. Okay. Let's see. I got to go back and forth to make sure. Okay. She shows up usually on Facebook too, so I just have to keep track. I don't know how I could do this. I'll figure it out later. I don't want to take up your time. So make sure, because I have so much trouble on Facebook, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. No giveaways right about now. And okay, so I do have some stuff going on. Okay, don't forget, we got t-shirts and stuff like that over on Sassy's Studio, printify.me. And what else was I going to say? Oh, and our group. Suzette and Alyssa are in our Facebook only group, and it is 99 cents a month, and it's more personal stuff and that we share with each other, and pretty soon we'll get the Google Meet thing going down, but we got a date for the Google Meet, so only people in our group. And we're calling our group, it's a supporters group, our supporters group for Sassy Silver Sisters. And we're calling it Sassy Squad because that's kind of what we are, right? And we're all sassy. And what is this? What does that thing say? So like our cup for the sisters, it says, I'm pretty sure we are more than sisters. We are like a really small gang. And that's what we are over on Sassy Squad. It's only 99 cents a month, and you can, drop it anytime you feel like dropping it. And the more people we have over there, I think the more fun we'll have. But as soon as we have 10 members, that's including us, as soon as we have 10 members, we'll do a giveaway. And then, it's always fun to do a giveaway. Okay. All right. Let me check before I go on. Alice is getting ready for work tomorrow. Oh gosh, don't you love it? There was a full moon last night, y'all. And it gave me the heebie-jeebies, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if anything happened, but I saw this beautiful full moon. I'm going, oh. And I told Mom, I said, the full moon means trouble. She goes, it does? And I said, yeah, for some reason, they explain it. The full moon causes people to act crazy. And the police force even has more people on the police force during a full moon because they know how it goes. It's kind of crazy. I think maybe I can do it this way, y'all. I'll do it this way. That way I don't have to keep going back and forth, right? I'll be able to see it on my phone. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Yeah. We'll do it that way. There's got to be a better way, right? There's got to be a better way. Okay. We got it. We got it. Okay. So that way I can see both. I know I can do it on the computer. I just don't know how to do it. I'll figure that out one day too. But if I can't get them to straighten it out, we'll just go ahead and do it this way. But it's a problem between Facebook and the software. I don't know. I didn't know it was supposed to be a full moon. I had no clue. And then I walked out and I'm going, holy smoke. what in the world? So I kept telling myself, please just get home and get indoors. And then I have to pass by these guys on the corner of the sidewalk that I have to walk on. And believe it or not, and it works. It works. It works for any situation. But when I first moved in here, I was a little spooked because it was a new situation, and I had to pass by strangers, and I'm just one of them people. So I said, okay, and it worked. I said, okay, people look at me that have lived here for a long time, and they look at me as I'm a stranger, and they don't know what to think of me, right? They have no clue what to think of me. And so I would speak first and say hello and all that kind of stuff so that they know I'm not a threat. I'm not anybody. And so I said, I walk by these guys. Here it is, 9:30 at night, and they're standing on the corner, and I'm going, but they're probably waiting on a ride. That's what I told myself. And so I walked by and I said hi, and I kept walking. They said hello, and it's like, nobody's a threat here. Yeah. Yeah, it was too pretty, wasn't it? Have you ever thought there's too? If I had the time, I wanted to take a picture of it, but by the time I got here, I seen the guys on the corner. That thought left. So yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I wonder if it's going to be a full moon tonight. Let's see. It was pretty though. Yeah, it says September 7th. Called the corn moon. Per Farmer's Almanac. So, yeah. So it's, I remember talking to somebody, and I go, when is such and such? And they go, I don't really know. I know it's around corn planting time. Which I didn't know when corn planting time was. I said, okay. Okay, so let's start this. I looked up, until I get one printed, I looked up how to make an apron out of a t-shirt. So I did it. Out of a shirt that's too tight for me. Can't get it. See? It's all one piece. No sew. Look how fat I am. It's no sew. It just doesn't go all the way around. But, yeah. And the lady goes, the lady says, leave the sides. Don't cut off the sides because it'll make a thing on the, you use it as a towel. And I'm going, okay, I can do this. See how it's hanging down on the sides? So you use it as a towel. I'm going, don't spend no money, Cathy. And then I'll wait until it was easy. It took a minute, but it was easy. And like she said, you can always trim it up later if you're worried about it being messy or like this. If you're worried about it being like, jaggedy and stuff, which I'm not, then you could trim it up later. And it's a t-shirt, so it's free. Who cares? So I said, okay, I can do this. And I did it. And I'm proud of myself. Okay. And then this thing, I went to don't think you're going to run into a store and buy molasses for anything. Because I went in, I said, okay, I got to get molasses for this winter because I'm going to make baked beans and stuff. And you need molasses. So, plus you can use molasses for, I don't know how much I paid for this. Let's just say $5-6. But when I went in there the first time, they didn't have any kind of molasses whatsoever. So I waited and I went back in. This was at Walmart and got it. And it says, like, you can make barbecue sauce with this, which is similar to, I have a bunch of dried beans and I want to make baked beans. Let's put it that way. But you can use it for, to make barbecue sauce. You use ketchup, molasses, vinegar, Dijon mustard, Worcestershire sauce, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, and some kind of Red Devil hot sauce. I don't know about that, but it's got a recipe on the back. But you also, if you need like an emergency brown sugar, this is what you put in, white sugar, and you make brown sugar. And that's what I used to do when the kids were little and you could only go shopping once a week after payday. And I always had molasses on hand, always, in case I run out of brown sugar, which I was always making cookies in for the kids. Now, see, this cookie making trip I'm on reminds me of the kids when they were little. And I always made cookies. I just always made cookies. It was cheaper than buying them, right? And better. So I always made peanut butter cookies and oatmeal cookies, chocolate chip cookies was the main ones that I would make. But, you know, there's a lot of people allergic to peanuts and peanut butter. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make them or not. I might make them for the kids. I don't know. Okay, so we got that. I wanted to share my story with you. Things you could do. And Mom used to make molasses cookies. Have y'all ever had molasses cookies? She used to, not all the time, but once in a while she'd make molasses cookies. Okay. So my order came in. I used another email with Ally Express. So they give you three things for 99 cents. So I am really happy about this. I haven't tried it on. It's my cookie hat, remember? Cookie hat. Yep. Yep. Oh, I'm happy. Wait a minute. Excuse me. I don't know how it's going to work. It looks big. But it looks big. Let me see. Oh no! How do you do that, y'all? You gotta train it. Oh no. Oh no. You have to train it. How do you do that? I have to ask my grandson because he's been in baseball all his life. I still got your hat, Alyssa. I still got your hat. I might use that too. I might use that too because you have to have something to hold your hair back so you don't put it in the food you make. And that's the reason I wanted to get this. I'm not made for this kind of hat. Oh no, oh no. I think it's too big. I don't know. Pull my hair back with a hairnet and wear my cookie hat. But you have to have something to hold your hair back if you're going to be in the kitchen all day, right? So I'm going to have to play with it. But for 33 cents, I think I got a deal. I do. I think it's funny. I'm not a hat wearer. I don't wear hats. No, that's too little. Oh, I think it's funny. But that's cute, isn't it? Isn't it? I think it's cute. Yeah. It's cute. Can't beat it. 33 cents. I mean, I'm a bargain hunter, y'all. Okay. Got that. And with that order, okay, come on now. With that order, I got, because my family is into these, and this is how does it go? Oh, it's more than one. It's 4 little, it's a silicone mold with bees. Okay. What's it say on here? Silicone mold. Doesn't say anything else. It just has the number. Okay. So that will be good if I decide to make, you can put, I have to wash it first. It feels sticky. You can put these little, the raw icing or whatever, and you make little bees to put on cakes or to put on whatever. And I'm thinking that would be cute. That's worth it to me, because there's a lot of beekeepers in the family now. I mean, a lot. So there we go. That would be cute with the cookie business, right? Or treat business. Now I've got this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it or not. But I got this as an addition to, if it'll work, one of my sinks. Okay. The sinks that don't move. So I'm hoping maybe it'll work for my kitchen sink, because they didn't, when they put the new sink in, they didn't have the sprayer part. So we're gonna try that. It's worth a shot. So for $1, y'all, or whatever shipping I paid, just, it wasn't that much. I'm pleased with my purchases. And if it doesn't work, well, so now I've got to find some more goodies with another email. It's AliExpress. And so far, I've gotten the deals with the new emails. Let me refresh this. And I'm happy. Happy. Refresh it. So if y'all know me, I'm always looking for a deal. Me and my daughter and son, all of us are deal. Well, you kind of have to these days anyway. But yeah. So this will go in the kitchen. And Alyssa, I think I'm going to put that in the kitchen too. And wear both of them. That one looks like it's going to fit better. The one you gave me. Keep it sassy. So either one will go in the kitchen. I've got to pull everything out of my kitchen now and start over. For the cookies. So I normally make cookies at Christmas anyway. This is not going to be out except I'll do a pop-up at Rhonda's office and see how it goes. You can watch me do it. But yeah, this what and you know what? They even make them out of dress shirts. Button, take a guy's shirt and you cut it the same way. The instructions, and they do it the same way, but maybe have a little, veer off in a little direction of the ties and stuff like that. It's all this. I said, okay, I know I got a shirt around here. So yeah, I am so happy. And then I also thought, well, if my daughter helps me make a big batch of cookies or something, then we've got an emergency apron, right? I'm happy. Okay, where'd it go? Okay, where'd it go? Here it is. They tell you if you have ADHD or ADD that you should put things in your way to force you to take care of them. So I've got everything is in my way right now, but I'm working on it. Yard sale, last yard sale was good, y'all. We had our yard sale and it was good. So if y'all ever have to give a yard sale and don't know what to do, I'll tell you what works for us. If you ever decide you want to have a yard sale, I'll tell you what works for us. Because we have certain things that we do. The only thing that we did not do, which I wish we had, but we had a lot of people talking to us. Everybody wanted to have conversations, and that was excellent. And one lady towards the end, we were just talking about everything. Next thing you know, she's helping us. And it's like, okay, cool, lady, cool. She was very sweet. So, okay, let's go. We always do inner peace cards on Monday. So let me shuffle them up. I'm still looking for an adapter for my old label printer. I have a new label printer, so we don't have to worry about the labels. I'm obsessed with learning about this cookie business. So if anybody wants to go over, keep track of me. Right now, I've got the Facebook page going, Cathy's Cookies and Treats. And the Facebook page is going. And as soon as I can get local people over there, then I can do announcements and stuff like that, because that's the thought process. I don't want to, I'm getting too old to be doing the same thing every single day. Like if I went out and had a job, 9 to 5, whatever, I'm getting too old for that. But I did do a bunch of research, and you can rent local kitchens. So I looked up one, and it's only like 12 miles away from here. And depending on what you need from a kitchen is reasonable to me. So if it's a lot like I was telling Melanie, if I have to rent an oven for making cookies, like 1,000 cookies, and get her done quickly, it would be worth it. So what do you like better? Do you like store-bought cookies or you like homemade cookies? This is the question. And the kids and I did a bake sale they were little, old enough to be, outside on their own or whatever, in the yard or whatever. Anyway, so you always try to find something to keep your kids busy. So I said, how about let's do a bake sale and we'll make cookies. And I taught them, this is what it costs. No, what did I say? We're going to, we can use everything I have in my kitchen and I'll donate that. And then whatever you sell, we will split it. No, not split it. We will Yeah, split it amongst them, not me. And cool, right? And so then we run out of, we had people standing in line waiting on their cookies come out of the oven. I'll never forget it because I went panic. So I said, okay, you got to wait till I get more ingredients. So I had to run real quick, get more ingredients. And then I explained to the kids, this is what it's going to cost. So we have to take the cost out of whatever you make to pay for these chips, whatever I had to get. They like that. I don't know how much it came. I just thought it was funny that they were standing at my front door with the kids waiting on the cookies to come out of the oven after they already sold all the cookies. They were waiting for them. I want them fresh out of the oven. I said, okay, you're going to have to wait. Homemade, yes. Yeah, it seems like the I don't know if they've changed things, but like with the Oreo experiment and the sour cream, I hadn't had Oreos in a long time, and I'm going, either my taste buds have changed or their ingredients have changed. But I don't remember Oreos tasting. I gave them away. I gave them to some young lady, teenager, because I said, I can't eat these. So something's about these I can't eat. It messed up my stomach, and I'm going, I don't know what's in these cookies, or maybe it's just me being old, but those cookies did not sit well with me. And so I asked her, I gave them to this lady who has a teenage daughter, and I said, okay, did your daughter eat the cookies? And she said yes. And I said, did she have an upset stomach from them or whatever? She said no. I said, okay. But it did. They tasted like pure sugar. It is getting, well, depending on what you want, it is getting expensive to make stuff. But look at your local place that sells homemade cookies. And you'll see what they get paid. And I'm going, I don't believe this. You know those cookies that about this big that I was making, the sugar cookies? They want like $4 a piece for them. And that's okay if I had a storefront and all that. No. Oh, and each state in the U.S. has its own cottage food industry laws. So if anybody wants to make cookies to get paid to sell, there's rules you have to follow, because they will shut you down. So for me, starting out, it's like the first step of the cottage industry, where you don't have to register with them. You don't have to do anything really. In Virginia, there's no limit on how much you can make. Some places there's limits on how much you can make before you have to go to the next step. This one said no limit. Of course, they could probably change every year. So I'm going, this is nice. And then, but you have to follow the rules. The rules because I was getting ready to order gloves, and I said, I'll just go, because I don't know, because they say there's different kinds. So I'll just go to Walmart and I'll get some gloves for the kitchen, because the rules on handling stuff before you bake it, you don't have to wear gloves. After you bake it, if you're going to serve it like right now, ready to serve anything, you have to wear gloves. And it took me a minute to figure out, well, you don't have to wear gloves because the oven's going to bake any germs out, right? I don't know. And you can't do refrigerated stuff. Anything that expires, any time sensitive or refrigeration requires refrigeration, you can't do. So cookies that don't have to be refrigerated are fine. Treats that don't have to be refrigerated is fine. And no dairy, like in the frosting, stuff like that. It's just, now butter is dairy, but they said the difference with that is the amount of sugar to the amount of butter has to be greater or something. So that's what I've been doing. I've been studying, and I refused to study last night because when I get into it, then I can't sleep. I figured it out. I couldn't figure out why I wasn't sleeping. It's because I was studying through the night, and your brain keeps going. I'm going, no, I'm not going to do this. I need rest. Okay, and now that I've got the yard sale over with, now I am going to work on mom's mom, and you'll love the pictures. I'm going to work on mom's video. So we'll that's next. And I watched the whole thing, and it was okay. It was okay. So now I just got to work on it to get it to where it needs to be, like with the music, with the pictures. I found the music, and I got that, and I've got pictures, and I've got to put them all in one space so that I can put it all together and make a cute little video. And when I make the video, then I'll be able to put it on YouTube, and then mom will be able to see it on YouTube. She loves YouTube, by the way. Okay, let's see. So anybody that's interested, I'll be going over and chit-chatting on Cathy's online sales too. So see, I got all these pages. Say, what do you do all day? You don't have a job. I go, just because I'm sitting here on my phone doesn't mean I'm not working. Because that's all I do. The social media part. Once I get to doing the cookies, that'll level out. But I'll take a break. Like last year, I took a break with the cookies, and I'd get on the phone. And then I go back when the timer went off for the cookies. Then I go back to do that. And then you got 10 minutes, right? And I get back on the phone. So we'll see. Oh, Suzette. Guess what I read? Africa is getting its, or has its, or started its own internet. Did you know that? So I don't know how that's going to work once it's all, I don't know if it's a certain area. Yeah, but that's what I heard. So you might want to look into that just for your own knowledge and see what happens. See, I don't know what's happening there because I saw it, and then I'm going, okay, well, wait a minute, let me Google it. And because I saw a video, right? You never know. So I looked over, I Googled it, and sure enough, all these things about getting their own internet service. It's not like, so I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know. Unless it's like, I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but they're talking about their own internet. You know how the U.S. is in charge of their internet? Well, this is a whole separate thing, and nobody's going to be in charge but them. I don't know. Yeah, you'll have just kind of investigate a little bit and see. It's the beginning of And they've talked about it evidently for a while, and they've already got it started. And that's the first time I've heard about it too. I'm not smart enough for all that techie stuff, but yeah, that's what they're saying. I mean, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Internet. Let's see. Yeah, I just don't know that much about it. Africa Internet. Okay, let me share and we'll see what I'm looking at. It's just, that's what I'm going to look up right now. Now, see where my brain goes? But I just happened to think about it. I was going to tell you and I forgot. Okay, share screen. Okay. Africa. Let me see if it's automatic. It's supposed to be automatic on. Okay. Africa has significantly improved its internet access over the last decade. Due to the infrastructure limitations, high costs. This is AI overview. Urban and rural, okay, mobile, broadband, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see. Internet in Africa. Let's see. Okay. Here's one. Africa oh gosh, is it on there? Okay. Its own internet. And Google should be terrified, supposedly. Now, I did see something where a lot of Africa went dark, and so we're all thinking Google's doing something. Well, that's probably what it was. An event happened at night that could alter 1.4 billion Africans and finally billions worldwide linked to the internet. So they have their own network. An entire continent has built a digital infrastructure. We are made to believe that the internet is a single connected worldwide system, though the perception is false. 3 major issues confronts them. The cost is high. Let's see, limited powers. It's called Continental Internet Exchange. Africa has built its own highway network instead of paying to use roads owned by foreign corporations. Okay, let's see. The actual change comes from the African Digital Protocol, a new approach to data mobility. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what it would mean for everybody. Digital young people in Africa, the timing is everything. With more than 60% of its people under the age of 25, Africa is the youngest continent on Earth. So what? Yeah, just kind of look it up. The main concern is whether Google can adapt quickly enough to stay relevant in a world where its dominance is questionable. Okay, we got you. It's a new change. Let's put it that way. So see if you can find some info about it. because I don't know. Y'all have to check and see, because if it starts rolling, becomes a good thing, it'll keep rolling. If it rolls and becomes a problem, it'll, yeah, you'll have to, because you know the area more than I do, and I know nothing about internet stuff. I mean, that technology, I know nothing about. So, okay. All right. People are trying to call me. Let me do this. Yeah, it just dawned on me. I'm going, oh crap, I got to tell Suzette. Because you see things, and when you see things, it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So all I did was go to Google, and I saw all these things about it. But I didn't go further than that, because I don't know nothing. I go within and get in touch with God. I don't think we've had this one. All of the great teachers have left us with a similar message. Go within, discover your invisible higher self, and know God as the love that is within you. So, I don't think we've had this one. Here's the front again. And then here's the back. It's a good one. But I don't remember us ever reading that one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right, my ladies. I have to, there's a lot of things I have. Oh, I've got to get my free drink. Y'all see me chasing. Today's the last day to get a free Celsius, whatever. And I've had them. Remember, I've gotten them and talked about them before. So I got one. Melanie doesn't have a Safeway near her. So she said, here, Mom, you can use mine. Just sign in with my number. And I said, okay, cool. And so I'm going to get 2 free drinks. I'm being bad today. Maybe that's where the cinnamon came in to effect. So give me something. Okay, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for joining. That's Miss Alice on Facebook, Suzette, and Alyssa. Yeah, it is. It's. I love these cards. I love these cards. But look it up, Suzette. Let me know what you find out. Because who knows? Things change all the time. Just like your software and your phones, and you get used to doing something the same way all the time, and then they don't tell you, and then they change it. So yeah, you guys have a great week too. I'm going to. Now, those are the ones I think that have the energy in them, and they don't taste bad. So I'll sip a little here, a little there. I buzz enough. I don't need, I just, when I get tired or when I get yucky, I'll take one of them. All right, guys. Let me know, Suzette, what you find out, and I'll talk to y'all later. Let me get off Facebook first, because have fun at work tomorrow, Alice. Let me get off of here. I'll get off Facebook first, since it's separate and I'm mad. Come on, how you get off of here? I gotta figure out how to do this now. It says live. I'll just do it on the computer. All right. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. Okay. Ending the live on Facebook. Bye, everybody. Bye, Alice. And that's ended, hopefully. And then see y'all later. Everybody have fun this week. Yes. Baby Sassy. Sassy baby. We got to figure that one out. All right. Bye. Have a good one.
Do you enjoy our videos? Well, we love making them for you. But we do like to have a little extra money to be able to bring them to you. So if you would like to contribute to buy me a coffee,
Buy me a coffee,
we
please.
can add to our little fund
Yes.
to bring you more great content. So buymecoffee.com, Sassy Silver Sisters. Cheers.